Hello, everybody, and happy New Year's. Today I have something cool to go over with you guys. I'm going to be covering a little webinar that I put together with some slides talking about how you can improve your lead generation in 2022. It's just a culmination of ideas and things that I've tested with various clients to great degrees of success that I wanted to share, and it's going to be a good one. So I'm excited to get into that with you guys. If you have any questions or if you like videos like this and you want me to create more of them, just hit that like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. There's also a little guy flying about here. You can go to our website, convert4.com/subscribe, and get on the list so I can be sending you guys these tips on a weekly basis. And the moment I figure them out, I do share that with our list there. So I will see you there. And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive in here. So for this webinar, and let me actually get our little guy off the screen here. For this webinar, we're going to be covering lead generation. Now, this typically applies to lead gen or B2B based businesses, but if you are a B2C based business and you have a email subscribe list or an email marketing list that goes out, this could also apply to you if you're planning on improving your numbered of email subscribers, but or lead subscribers. But the two things that we're going to cover in this video is one, there's going to be two takeaways. One, you're going to easily be able to find new offers that your potential customers will love and are looking for, or even they may not know that it exists currently, and you'll be able to create something that they're going to want to give up their information for, their name, email, phone number, address, whatever your current form conversion questions look like. They're going to be willing to give that information up for these offers. Two, we're going to create a or we're going to take a look at an efficient system that requires less of your attention to create these offers and to promote these offers on paid media and organic, which will continually drive additional leads and eventually revenue for your business. So just a quick recap. This is the current need, problem, and solution of a lead gen based business. You need more qualified leads. The problem, your offers are stale, or maybe you don't have any offers at all. Maybe you don't have any downloadable offers or videos or something to exchange for lead contact information. Maybe you don't have any of that created just yet. But if you don't, then your CPLs are probably high if you're spending on paid media and you're just asking for maybe a schedule form or like a calendar schedule form, um, where the potential client has to choose a date to meet with you. Typically, that's one of the stronger asks that you can have in the lead gen market, but your cost per leads are probably astronomically high. Your CPMs are probably high as well because you're probably running the same offers month in and month out. Maybe you're hearing from your market that the offer that they just downloaded was from 2 years ago. That's going to cause an increase in CPMs, and that's also going to cause an increase in creative fatigue, which is going to drive up your CPLs, drive up your CPMs, drive up your CPCs. All of those important metrics that go into a successful paid media campaign, those are going to continually rise the longer your offers are stale. Also depends on how much you're spending, but for the most part, that's what happens. In the solution, you're going to want to create offers being searched on Google, and you're going to utilize the proven existence of these searches, because if something is being searched in Google, that means that there is a real human body with two eyes, nose, mouth that is providing that search to Google, and they're looking for something. They're looking for an answer, they're looking for a solution, they're looking for a resource. And if you don't have that yet created, you're not going to be able to supply that to them. And all of that is low risk because we're going to be identifying potential offers based off of what people are already looking for and how we can utilize that to power up our lead generation. Now, a current offer creation strategy might look like this. You're going to want to look at market trends. So, what's trending in the market? Is it a checklist? Is it a new time management skill? Is it the utilization of a CRM or SaaS-based model business that improves the efficiency of something that your target audience does day in and day out? So you're going to want to look at market trends, new services. So anything new coming out in your business, this is something that you can create as a cornerstone in the market for a brand new offer. So this could be, if you're a coaching-based business, this could be maybe you just created a digital product that is a 1 hour snippet of a coaching experience from one of your clients, and you're selling that for, $100, let's just say. That could be a new service that you're promoting. That could be the start of a new offer, um, where in exchange for someone giving you their contact information, you give them a $100 value or $300 value coaching lesson, um, in exchange for their information, right? And then that person then becomes your lead. You can nurture them and upsell them on your higher core value offers. Another thing you're going to want to check in with is customer service. So, customer service has a unique insight into any service based business because they're the ones that hear what people are happy about, what they're not happy about, what they're what they're lacking. Maybe there's potential ideas that come through the pipeline through customer service. That's something you're going to want to measure and pull. Um, it'd be really simple to send out a questionnaire to your customer service saying, what have you been hearing? What have you heard more than twice this week? There's quite a few different variants of questions that you can come up with to get the answers that you're looking for. I encourage you to do that. And lastly, sales. Sales is obviously a huge one. Sales speak with people who are hesitant to pull the trigger, and by the end of the phone call, they're signed up and on board. So, what was it that took place during that conversation that took them from point A to point B? That information you can package into a downloadable offer, a PDF, a guide. If you find that 40% of your salespeople are mentioning that once people figure out why they need to grow their business, um, 40% of the time when people figure out why they need to grow their business, they sign up for your offer. Then you're going to want to create a downloadable offer that helps someone get to understanding why they want to grow their business. Is it as simple as knowing why they wake up in the morning? Is it as simple as having a morning routine? These things you're going to want to extract from your sales team, customer service, um, and will work great in tandem with new services and market trends. So moving on to the next slide here. So how do we take all this information and utilize this in our lead gen based business to grow our company? Well, you're going to look at paid search, which is the circle here on the left hand side, and you're going to look at paid social, which is over here on the right hand side, and we're going to understand how these overlap. So paid search is more of a market observation tool. So what I mean by that is paid search, SEO, anything organic on a search engine, these points of data will tell you what the market is interested in because users are going to these platforms and deliberately typing in something that they're looking for. So this is an area where market demand isn't created, it's observed. It's observed, it should be noted, and it should be utilized in your lead generation and marketing strategy. Things like keyword research that are imperative to the success of any paid search and organic SEO campaign, that information you can fully utilize to create new downloadable offers that you already know people are having an interest in because they're just being searched on Google. So, really powerful way just to come up with an practically infinite number of offer ideas to give to your potential market. Now for paid social, this isn't so much demand observed, this is more demand generated. So the way paid social typically works in a lead gen based business is demand is generated based off of the amount of spend you have pushing towards that offer and the market's acceptance of the offer that you're putting out. So for example, if you come up with a time management strategy for your perfect ideal target market, let's say they're a brand manager of, of a SaaS company, and you come up with a time management offer for brand managers of SaaS-based businesses, and let's say your ad copy is long form, super engaging, generates a lot of comments, it's controversial, that is going to be perceived as a new identified need of your potential market because you're generating the interest, you're generating the demand, you're putting out something that they weren't looking for before that they still need. Maybe they weren't aware of it. So this is where your target market isn't actually aware of what you're promoting most of the time. Those of you familiar with the funnel of the buyer, this is more so in the awareness stage. But the beauty about social media and lead gen is most of the time, if your offer is compelling enough, you can achieve 30 and 40% conversion rates on your landing pages. So here's what I recommend. You go to paid search, you do your keyword research, you identify what areas of the market that your potential audience is interested in, what interests, what pain points they have, solve those with downloadable checklists, free videos, whatever it has to be. Then go to social, run your ads, run your offers on social, generate new levels of awareness with new offers that you couldn't find evidence of in paid search. And now you've just taken paid search, paid social, and you're overlapping and encompassing both areas of this market. So you don't have to rely on any one paid avenue channel because we all know how well that goes. So just to recap, here's the goal. I know we've covered a lot, but here's the goal. You're going to want to create offer creation, right? Right here in the black box where we're starting. You're going to create the offers. You're going to run social media marketing. You're going to run paid search, and you're going to create an organic landing page targeting this offer. So if it's a time management guide, you're going to run ads on Facebook, Instagram. You're going to target time management for brand managers. Then you're going to create a landing page that's optimized in your URLs, in your titles. You're going through your basic on-page optimizations. You're going to generate leads. You're going to measure the pre-post results of those leads. So how many leads did we drive? How well did they convert? How many conversations did we have? How many proposals went out? How many proposals were signed? What's our LTV? What's our return? You're going to optimize that process. So you're going to create this, you're going to create as many offers as you can. You're going to want to do it, if you can, on a weekly basis, bi-weekly basis, at least on a monthly basis. You're going to optimize the process. So you're going to look at your top performing offers and you're going to keep running those. You're going to look at your offers that aren't converting well into clients and you're going to drop those. You're not going to spend any more money on those. And then you're going to go back to research. You're going to continually create new offers. And guess what? Over time, your target market, your audience, as your spend, leads, email list, all just simultaneously grows, you're going to become the market leader because you're the person, you're the business that's continually coming up with these new ideas, concepts, lists, tools, checklists that are helpful to your target market. You're thinking of things before they can think of them themselves to search them on Google. You're coming up with your own ideas. You're listening to your market. That's how it goes. So where do you start with all this stuff? How do you get going? First starts by asking the right questions. So if you're looking at your website analytics, practically everybody has Google Analytics these days. If you have something like Adobe Analytics, you can look in there as well. But check and see what pages are converting well. And at the very least, make sure your data is accurate. Data isn't helpful to you if your data is not accurate. So if your conversion tracking isn't set up correctly and you don't know which pages are driving conversions from different sources and mediums every month, you got to fix that ASAP because that's your compass. If you're on a boat and you're sailing, that's your compass. If your compass is broken, you're going to get lost, you're going to get shipwrecked, and you're not going to find the buried treasure. So identify what pages are working well, converting well, what pages or products are the most, do you care about the most? Make a list of that. Look at what products or services are converting well, both from a website or page perspective and both from a sales perspective. What's converting the easiest? Why are people converting? Just make lists. And next thing, looking over the business. So, what products or services contain the highest levels of profit? That's something I think very important to consider. What products or services contain the highest search volume? So that can be done by using basic keyword research. You can use tools like Ahrefs or Google Trends, or you can use keywords everywhere. Um, there's plenty of keyword research tools out there. Take a look and see what's working from a paid search perspective and a paid social perspective. And as you're doing this, right, you're making just lists of this information, and you'll start to notice an overlap. Maybe you'll see your free coaching page is converting well. And maybe you look at your paid search and you also see that free coaching page is also doing well. You can start to circle these and identify rather quickly what is working well and what's not. It shouldn't be difficult to do. Lastly, identify who you're targeting. So what's their lifestyle like? Where do they live? Basically, just have a persona. Have a buyer's persona. Know exactly who your target market is, um, so you can find out where they're located and where they hang out, where they get their information from, what their pain points are, what their frustrations are. This is everything that you're going to want to solve with your downloadable offers or free videos or whatever content that you're putting out. So here's the next steps. The first thing you're going to do is identify those target keywords. So based off this list of information here, you're going to want to identify a list of target keywords. You can plug these in and determine search volume and intent. So and you're going to want to ask for each of these keywords, what is the person thinking while typing this search into Google? Are they wanting a solution? Are they in the research phase and they just want more information? Was it something that came up at dinner and they're just curious? Are they citing a source? You're going to want to look at the intent behind these searches and focus on the ones that have the highest conversion intent. So if someone's searching for help with time management, that's a buying question. They're looking for help. So if you have a downloadable checklist to help with their time management, it's a simple solution for them to then give you their name, address, phone number, email, etc., for you then to follow up and pitch your services. So identify that intent and prioritize based off that intent, then follow that up with a search volume confirmation that people are actually looking for these things online. If there is no search volume, it doesn't mean it's not popular. It doesn't mean it won't work. This is just an example of how to do this easily. Next thing you're going to do is cluster those groups together. And with those groups, you're going to create your landing pages. You're going to create your keyword ad, your ad groups. You're going to create your You're gonna utilize these words within your copy on Facebook and Instagram, your follow-up emails, etc. You want that level of congruency from start to finish with these terms, and that's not only going to help you but rank better organically, but it's also going to drive higher relevant signals with your potential audience when they see the ad. So that's pretty much it. And I encourage you guys to ask once you get to this stage, is this a minimal viable product? Can we launch it? Don't worry about perfection. Just create and launch as many of these as you can. Set aside an adequate budget to know whether or not um, the experiment or the offer is successful, or if it's unsuccessful, know what that value looks like. Make sure your data looks good, and rinse and repeat until you're the market leader, and don't even stop there, because someone's going to see this system that we just discussed. One of your competitors is going to see it, and they're going to implement this straight away because it just works. So that's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below. Would love to make more videos like this. If you guys like this stuff, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. So take care.